Hey everybody. So I haven't done a Hockey 101 video in quite some time, and that's because we're into the season now and there's a lot going on and there's just a lot of current stuff to talk about. So I haven't really had the time to do any of those. But I'm going to do one now because it came up twice last night. And this really isn't Hockey 101. This is more of a weird rule that unless you know hockey very well, you probably don't know. And this is a call that very rarely happens, but it does happen. And I've seen it, quite a few times over the years watching hockey, but it's one of those things that is definitely not an every game occurrence. Usually happens to teams maybe only once or twice a year. And that is a player leaving the penalty box getting an interference penalty because they play the puck before they fully get back out on the ice. This happened twice last night. In the Minnesota and LA game, Jordan Greenway got a penalty for it. And in the Bruins and Flyers game, I think it was Oscar Lindblom for the Flyers got a penalty for it. And basically what happened was the player's penalty had expired. And so the penalty box door opened so the player can get back out onto the ice. But before fully getting back out on the ice, while still having at least 1 foot in the penalty box, the player played the puck. And that is a penalty. That's under the interference rule in the NHL. A lot of the players don't even know that that's a rule. You see it all the time where players get called for it and they're like, what? What are you talking about? A lot of the players don't even know that that's a rule. And it's something that just rarely ever happens because for it to happen, it has to really be a perfect set of circumstances. The puck needs to be right by the penalty box while at the exact same time the player is exiting the penalty box. So it is a rule, and I know a lot of fans don't know about it. It is a rule that I know just from watching for so many years. Some of the players don't even know about it. But it came up twice last night, which was really interesting because you only get a few of these calls every year. So I'm going to read the actual rule here. This is from the NHL rule book. It's Rule 56.2, which is under interference. You definitely don't see this every day, but I figured it's relevant now because it happened twice last night. It's probably going to happen a few more times this season, but it's definitely not a common penalty call. So under Rule 56.2, it says, a minor penalty shall be imposed on any identifiable player on the player's bench or penalty bench who by means of his stick or body, so it doesn't have to be a body check, it can be stick as well, interferes with the movements of the puck or any opponent on the ice during the progress of play. In addition, and this is where it gets very specific to players leaving the penalty box, should a player about to come onto the ice, meaning your penalty's over, you're going back out onto the ice, play the puck while one or both skates are still in the player's or penalty bench, a minor penalty for interference shall be assessed. So if you have both skates still in the penalty box, meaning you're not on the ice yet, you cannot play the puck. If you have one skate on the ice and one skate still in the penalty box, you're not yet on the ice and cannot play the puck or the body, although in most cases, it's playing the puck. It's a minor penalty for interference. So there it is, right in the rule book. Not a rule that comes up all that often, not one that many people know. Like I said, even some of the players don't know it. But it is under 56.2, which is the interference rules, and it's right there in the rule book. So in both cases, the correct call was made, and now you guys know a little bit more about interference and the specifics of the interference rule in hockey. So, yeah, it doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. So is the correct call. A player cannot play the puck until both skates are back out onto the ice after leaving the penalty box. So I just wanted to clarify that because that is definitely something that is rare to see and quite confusing when it happens on the ice if you don't know the specific rules. So Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. Check out offthewallhockey.com. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to support Off the Wall Hockey on Patreon, that link is also down in the description. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.